Hey everyone, Dave from BC Bushcraft. I had a lot of subscribers ask me how I hang my bear bag. So I decided that since I'm out here doing kind of a camp cooking video, that I might as well show you guys how I hang my bear bag when I'm doing my solo overnights. So, you know, I think this was, this is just an old bag. It might have been a sleeping bag or something like that. And that's typically what I use for my food bag. I'll usually put my food inside like a plastic grocery bag or something like that to keep it waterproof, and then I'll stuff it in here, and this becomes my bear bag. So the steps that I take before I go and like throw the bag is that I typically look for a rock that's not too big, but a good one that you can throw. And what I typically do is I put that rock inside my bag, and then I'll tie my paracord onto my bag. And this paracord is a dedicated rope for the bear bag specifically. I won't be using it for anything else. So a few points. You do want your bear bag like a reasonable distance away from your camp. So maybe like 2 to 5 minute walk away from your camp is suitable, depending how like hard it is to trek through. Sometimes when you're cooking it gets dark, so you have to think about the timing of when you're throwing your bear bag. So I typically like to throw my bear bag just after I've set up camp, when it's bright and early, and I can kind of pick and choose my spots. It's best not to wait till dusk to go looking for a tree to throw your bear bag up. I've done it before and it kind of sucks, especially if it's dark out. It's a little bit creepy, and it's hard to find a good place sometimes, and it's dangerous to do it at nighttime pretty much. So it's always best to set up your bear bag preemptively before you really need to use it. So I mean, typically good trees to do this with are like deciduous trees that have branches sticking out. Things like big leaf maples and arbutus trees are around this area. Those trees are very good. They will have nice like branches sticking out that you would throw your bag on. But maybe we'll go look for like a Douglas fir tree that's more suited to a coniferous forest, because some people were asking me how do I go about hanging a bear bag in a forest where the trees are, some of the limbs are so high up that you can't throw and stuff. So we'll look for a few different options and kind of just show you what I'm going to be doing. So I mean, I prefer to use like a rock or something else that's got some weight inside of a bag instead of using something like a stick, just because you do have a chance of getting this stuck in the tree. I've come really close before by not being able to get my bear bag back. It took me like 10 minutes of like yanking on it from different angles and like trying to throw things at it to like loop it around. So just be wary when you're doing this, that there is a chance that you will get it stuck in the tree. So that's why I suggest finding a rock or maybe just cutting up a piece of wood that's small and putting it inside your bag, just so it has less of a chance to get stuck in that tree. So this Douglas fir tree behind me has what I think is a suitable branch to throw a bear bag up onto. One thing that I do like about it also is that it's a fairly open area. There's not too many other trees getting in the way of it. The branch is quite clear and accessible, so I should be able to throw it probably hopefully first try. And I'll just focus you on the branch up there and just give it a huck. So you can see that this is about the rough distance that I have it from the tree. So it's probably over 6 feet, like 7 feet out from the tree. Realistically, it's probably good where it is, but you want it as far out as possible from the tree. If you can get it further than that, that's good. You don't want it right up against the tree, but I do think it is in a pretty good place. This is something that I'd be totally fine with. And now I'm just going to pull it up and then, let it hang and tie it off to a tree. So there you go, nothing too fancy. you just got to find a big enough branch really that you can throw, maybe try to get 10 feet away from the tree or something like that, and roughly 20 feet in the air, 15 feet in the air, you know, as long as the bear can't really get it from the ground, you should be good. And you know, if it's far enough away from the tree and they can't climb out on the branch, your bear bag should be fine. And in all reality, you really want your bear bag to be as far away from your camp. So if a bear does happen to somehow get your bag, it's not going to affect you and your sleep and things like that. So it's, even if you have to hang a really bad bear bag, it's better to hang a bad bear bag than keep food on you while you're sleeping at your camp. So keep that in mind too, that it's always best to throw up a bear bag, whether it's a really bad one or a really good one. It's better to do that than to sleep with like a candy bar in your pocket type of thing, because then you're just asking for trouble. So just a really, you know, simple video. I'm sure a lot of people already know how to do this, but I had questions from some subscribers and some comments just wanting to know like how I do it. And I haven't ever shown it on any of my other videos, so I thought I might as well just do a separate video on it. Anyways, this is Dave from BC Bushcraft. I hope you guys have a great day.